Well, good morning and welcome to Corona Fits, an offshoot of Zen Fits. The title of this talk is The Anxiety of Corona. So, anxiety's in the saddle now and is riding America. So let's look at Corona, the coronavirus, as a anxiety releasing event on a global scale, globally, but also in America. And what creates? I'm always been fascinated with anxiety because we all have it. What's the cause of it? What's the operating system of it? What's the formula? What are the conditions that create anxiety? You see, so usually anxiety happens when we lose control, when there are competing commandments or imperatives that must be obeyed, or both are true, but we cannot obey them because they're opposite. So you get boom, boom like that, like being, well, we have a lot of classic examples of it. One would be if you have, particularly women may know this, or men, or the romantic dilemma when you have two possible mates. They're opposite. They're both valuable in their own qualities, but they're different. So which one do you choose? When you get this equal, if one is better than the other, well, I'll choose that. So most choices work when you got the pros and the cons. There's more positive than negative. I'll choose the positive. But what happens when they're equal? You see, what happens when they're equal? Which hand do you choose when they're both equal? The left or the right? And the anxiety is created when a whole or one is divided. So this is a sign of peace. Both hands together, right? Peace. Hands separate. Which one do you choose? You're going to use your left hand or your right hand, but they're both the same because they come from the same body. Both hands come from the same body, but now I've divided the body into a left and a right, and now the problem of anxiety is that I must be one. In other words, the body is one, two hands, right? One body, boom, no problem. But I can't pick up anything. So I need to sort of function. I need to use one hand or the other. Be a left-handed or right-hander. But when in situations of anxiety, we're in a situation where they're both equal but opposite, and we can't choose one because it's the same as the other one. This is known as a dilemma. A dilemma is I must choose, but I can't. I must choose, but I can't because the choices are opposite but equal. And it's ambiguous. It's ambiguous, you see. And that creates a terror. That creates the terror of, if you take a mirror and put it up against another mirror, what do you see? You see an infinite progression of images. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's a vortex. It's a whirlpool. A whirlpool is a great metaphor. A whirlpool is a vortex going into, whoa, where does it go? Or a black hole. Whoa. So the ambiguity of anxiety is kind of like that vortex, a vicious vortex, where you must choose but you can't, so you chase each. So the two choices, in other words, if I must choose the left or the right and both are equal, they'll start going like this. They'll create a vortex. You see, because I'm identifying with each one. I say, well, let me think, this is good, and this is bad, but it's the same. So the next, I'm here and that. So these two opposites start going like this. Is how hurricanes are formed, tornadoes. You get these balance of forces that are opposite within one context, within one whole. So it's not just any random, everything is like opposite. The grass is opposite from the tree. That doesn't create a whirlwind. But if the tree divides into two halves of the one tree, but there must be one tree, then these two halves are going to go like this and create a vortex. And there's no end to it. So it ends up in a panic attack. It ends into total destruction. It ends up into which is worse than death. The vortex of anxiety creates a terror worse than death, so people will commit suicide. Because the death is better than no being, you see. It creates a sense of no existence while you're conscious of it. Creates the sense of I'm being nothing, but I'm conscious. It's like, I'm in a coffin, awake. They thought I was dead. I wake up, where? I'm in a coffin. So this is the terror, you see, of being aware that I don't exist. That's worse than death. So these vortexes suicide is one way out of it. You end the vortex by killing it, you see, because the vortex has no bottom to it. Whoa, 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 whoa. You see, so that there's the terror. There's no control over it. There's no control over it, you see. Control means stopping the vortex. Take a microphone, stick it in front of an amplifier. Wow, 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 wow. You shut it off, you see. Shut it off, or either my ears will explode, or the amplifier will explode. So at some point, if you stick a mic in an amplifier, the amplifier will blow up. That's suicide. In other words, the vortex will end in destruction because it cannot be sustained. So anxiety cannot be sustained permanently. So we come up with ways of ending it, stopping the vortex, you see. So anxiety begins with a butterfly and ends in a tornado. Whoa, 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 whoa. See, a little bitty thing. Whoa, 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 you see. So core awareness is like that. It starts with one case, a little thing. Now we got a hurricane of corona, you see. And the anxiety is increasing because we can't control it. So now this is interesting about corona, because usually with control, the formula, the imperative is to do something. Either shoot the opponent, or fix it, or heal it, or deny it, or repress it, but do something. Don't just sit there. Don't just sit there. Do something. This is why people don't meditate. Well, I think I should do something. Don't just sit there. You see? And so corona comes along, and the way to control corona is to just sit there. Don't do anything, just sit there. You see? So this is a paradox of corona. It goes against our grain. It's like becoming a Buddhist. Just sit there. Or Japanese Zen, shikantaza, just sitting. Just sit, you see. And just sit and let the, where is it? My snow globe. I have a snow globe, I lost it. You see, shake the snow, don't shake the snow globe, just sit, you see. That controls the corona. Doesn't compute, you see. So this is creating anxiety because our primary commandment is to do something, be active, take charge, fix it or shoot it, or deny it, or repress it. But either way, when the left hand is confronted with the right hand, or the right hand is confronted with the left hand, if the right hand has to be the one with no second, it's going to have to suppress the left hand, kill it, deny it, repress it, change it, fix it, or whatever, the right hand must be the one without a second. But when you can't do it, that creates the anxiety that grows into a panic attack, you see. Isn't that interesting? You see, so Corona is kind of like a Zen, is like a Buddhist guru. It's like the Buddha. You know, it just tells you to sit. Inaction is action. When I first started practicing yoga, went on the yoga path back in 1970, I read the Bhagavad Gita. That was the yoga scripture, the teaching at that time for me. And there was always this inaction, or the action in inaction. I said, what is that? The action in inaction. It's a paradox. It's ambiguous, the action in inaction. Come to find out, that's what meditation is. So you control by stop trying to control. You control by relaxing. I gotta control. Relax the hand of thought. Oh. Everything suddenly starts fitting into place. Everything starts integrating. Everything starts fitting. But as long as I'm doing that, you see, I gotta control, nothing fits. You're creating this tension, and the illusion is that more tension will release the tension. So I gotta try, believe harder. You're not believing enough. You're not doing enough yoga. Do more yoga. So you reach a point in the spiritual practice and in yoga and in Corona where we realize that doing nothing is the way to do something. It's impossible to do nothing. Just sitting is doing something. But it's not doing an active something to remove the pair of opposites of the left and the right hand, you see. So the sitting, doing nothing, brings the two hands back together, you see. And then whatever you do is creative. Then whatever you do is in alignment with the whole. But until you can sit and relax and accept and be and welcome the anxiety, the tension, and not fight it, and just be in it without trying to be out of it, you discover a relaxation, an opening. And suddenly the world turns and just fits, and you're okay. Even with Corona, you're okay. Even with, if you got it, you're okay. Even if you don't have it and you fear being it, if you lost your job, you're still okay, you see. But the fear of not feeling, of not being okay, is the fear of not being in control, which is the way we try to get to be okay. If I could just control everything, if I could just get all my bills paid, I will permanently be okay. Oh, damn, now the refrigerator broke. And I thought I was going to be okay. Oh, damn, and now the car broke. And I thought I was going to be okay. And now my grandmother broke her hip. One thing after another. I'm never permanently okay. But I got to try. Maybe next time. Forget about it. You are already okay. Always already okay. So, anyway, thanks for dropping into today's Corona Fit. Corona is my metaphor for everything now. Keeps revealing its wisdom to me. Thanks for dropping in.